Okie dokie. I open my eyes and notice there's no light shining through the tent yet. I glance over towards where Shell and Warren are. It looks as if Warren's still out, but I can tell Shell is still awake in his own right. That much hasn't surprised me, as during our travels he was always this way, ever alert as if something is plaguing him. I know he has his past regrets, but the man really should let himself sleep since he still drowns his liver in booze. His body can only take so much, and after being contaminated now, it's only going to accentuate the toll he's accumulated within himself. I truly hope, in my quest to help these people, that maybe I can help Shell defeat his biggest enemy, his past self. But at the moment, we need to rid him of the contaminant, as with each passing day, this is going to be the new foe he struggles against. If there is a god watching over here, I wonder if they would hear my plea to cut him some slack. But then again, if there are gods here, would they really let Drakkenheim suffer from this haze? Maybe an evil god, perhaps? No. No one knows what caused this disaster, and I'm none the wiser in my quest to seek out the information on what befell me home. All I can recall from that tragic day is being awoken in the middle of the night to screams and chaos out in the street. I remember so clearly throwing open the shutters on the windows and seeing the widespread panic of numerous people fleeing. Catching a glance, though, of a handful too stunned to move. They're staring at the sky. What could possibly... Then I see it. A bright, burning light. A meteor. As it descended through the atmosphere, it appeared as a blazing streak of fire in the night sky, visible for miles around. The intensity of the light growing as it neared the city. This was no ordinary meteor. Pulsating auras of color and magical radiance surrounding it, with a sudden storm brewing as the winds whipped and howled as I've never heard them before. Amidst the chaos, suddenly, silence. For a brief moment in time, everything sat eerily still. Then, a deafening roar splits across the sky. Suddenly, my vision's blurring and I feel weak. Am I passing out? I think to myself. I snap back to the present day and shake my head to clear these cataclysmic events of that night. You can think on this later, Gwen. Right now, we need to focus on fixing Shell. I walk outside and sit on a nearby log in the cool morning, waiting for the others to get up and proceed to lean all the way back, facing directly towards the sky. Gwen, 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 Gwen. Hmm? Did someone say something? I sit up a bit, but no one's around. Maybe I'm hearing things as I lean my head back to the ground, only to hear the rustle of the tent. Ah, Warren and Shell are awake. Good morning, Warren mentions. He lets us know that the others are going to be meeting back up with us once it was morning. And as a matter of fact, as he's saying this, he mentions he sees them on the horizon now. I flip up off the log and stand up excited, waving. Mind you, I seem to be facing the wrong direction as Warren is the other way. Oops, my bad. In this moment, though, Shell attempts to pour some holy water on the contamination on his arm to see if anything would happen. Could it really be that easy to fix? Surely not, though, if this whole city of Drakkenheim is still affected. Right? Warren makes a bit of small talk with Jorzen and the others, checking how everyone's doing. What a kind boy. I truly hope he's as smart as he is brave. I'd hate to see someone sacrifice their life over something so small, when I'm sure it'll be for something larger. We all talk of plans to make our way back into Drakkenheim, as we need to figure out the seriousness of Shell's contamination. I start to skip forward and lead the way, as I'm from here previously. What could have changed within the last 15 years, right? As I lead us forward, we come upon a shrine, it looks like. We're not quite to Drakkenheim yet, but nestled deep into the ruins of the shrine, it's crumbling, and it looks like it's dedicated to a forgotten pantheon of long-lost deities. A reminder of what transpired here, it seems. 7 standing stones that rest upon the small grove, stippled with dying trees along the outskirts. The legends of primordial gods are inscribed upon each one of these stones. Nearby, a crude old hut seems to lie there. I notice smoke from the roof, along with an overpowering strong scent of herbs wafting towards us. Warren, though, is examining the stones, telling us that these gods, they represent something. The earth, flame, wind, water, life, death, and lastly, time. He tells us that they're in perfect order and that the person here cares a great deal for them. He looks at me and asks if we should figure out who's residing within this hut, his curiosity more piqued. Why not? What could happen, right? I move forward towards the hut, but catch from my eye Haragon, which some of the group is referring to as dinner, stumbling on their words, asking us to maybe not disturb much. Are they afraid of this area? An evil smile crosses my face, and I catch Stripe's eye quickly, and I can tell that they have a similar idea as well. Perfect. I run behind dinner and make some ghost noises to give them a fun scare. I thought the saying was scaredy cat and not scaredy hare. I pat their head and tell them to lighten up a little. After all, being alert is fine and all, but sometimes, if you're too alert, this can cause more problems than solutions. An elderly woman's face appears within the window in that moment, though. She's hunched, with gray hair loosely pulled into a bun, dressed in a patchwork cloak made from animal pelts. Piercing hazel eyes seem to peer into each of our souls as she observes us. Zoya, she tells us her name and that she's the last protector of these shrines. She says she believes in the true gods instead of the false, sacred flames that these others believe in. As she tells us more of her, we find out that she has the ability to heal Shell of this contamination. Oh, thank goodness. The cost, though, is quite steep as she requires 100 gold pieces worth of holy water or alchemy fluid and an extra 150 gold for performing these services. But she does mention if we don't have gold, we could give her gems or relics as payment. After talking amongst ourselves, we decided it'd probably be best to continue toward Drakkenheim to find the treasure, as time is ticking down. The longer we wait, the worse Shell is going to get. What if he mutates, like the few animals that are left around here? As we travel, Stripe mentions the farm he'd like to investigate as well, as they may hold more information towards their own personal goal. We decide to head out that way, and the farm comes into view, looking as if it's still under the aftermath of the meteor, looking as if corruption and the haze have contaminated the crops as everything is barren here. That's when we see him, a wiry-built man, gray-haired, bold eyes approaches us. Elijah Hendricks, he introduces himself, to be the owner of this farm. He offers a safe haven within the barn if we wish to camp out here. He doesn't believe in God, but he believes in the state that someone has created this destruction across the land and that he thinks it might have been purposeful in order to kill the king and queen. Maybe there's a political aspect to all of this and it could have been an inside job? I'm not sure. He speaks of the falling fire. That makes their mark trekking into Drakkenheim. I've heard this name before. The falling fire. I believe before it was a religious aspect or cult per se. Elijah tells us, though, of how many a part of this group take refuge and travel through this area. He tells us, though, of a woman that was in her early 90s, he believed. Gray, black hair, gray robes, clutching a leather-bound tome. And he distinctly remembers a golden crystal with silver chain dangling from her neck. But he tells the most notable feature of all was that she concealed a delirium shard embedded into her heart. He says her name was Matthias. He speaks of her highly, saying he was in a time that he wanted to end it all, but her words inspired him to renew his purpose of life and offer his humble housing to everyone that came this way, saying that his purpose would be realized and his life did matter finally. Yet, he informs us that he had no recollection of what Matthias was trying to do, just that she had cryptic revelations and allegedly saved countless lives. But one phrase stuck out to me. All shall be set within the sacred flame, to bring enlightenment and salvation to the universe. He says this was the one thing he recalls her saying. As we speak amongst one another, we mention Nathaniel Flint, who is apparently also part of this falling fire group, and if we should make our way towards them, or if we should continue into Drakkenheim for Shell. Which is going to help him faster? Will they have a cure? Stripes tells us of his own personal mission with Jorzen, and that if we head into Drakkenheim, they would like to make their way back to this farm, though, to see if they can ascertain more information of what's going on. Collectively, though, we agree heading for the treasure at this moment is the best bet, as we know Zoya can for sure heal Shell. We come upon a cluster of ramshackle taverns that were left to dust. They look dilapidated and worn down. It may be wise to investigate these areas, as possible treasure could be within. It does give off a bit of an odd vibe, but time to head in. I skip forward within, and it looks to have a cellar that catches my eye. The rest of the area, though, is just broken down and nothing out of the ordinary. Stripe mentions he finds just some green rock. Not sure why he is playing with rocks, but maybe it's just his thing. Anyway, I tell the group of the door, and Stripe asks if I could break it down. Without even a second thought, I just take out my scissors and swiftly strike the door. But alas, I was met with a heavy resistance instead of a satisfying smash. This is a first. Anyway, I tell the group that the door and I can't break it down, but now I notice a strange black liquid seeping out of one of the cracks. This doesn't seem to bode well in our favor. I begin to head out as we all agree that this may lead to trouble. Yet Stripes' curiosity is seeming to get the better of him and asks if we actually should be trying to get in. Without a second thought, though, Shell touches this liquid. Oh dear God, why? He mentions it gives a slight tingle and a burning sensation, but otherwise nothing life-threatening, it seems at this point. Clang, clang, clang. Well, I guess that decides it, as I notice Stripes is bashing away at the cellar door, trying to open it all the way now. I hope this doesn't lead to something bad, but hey, maybe it'll lead to something interesting. It could be fun. Stripes eventually gets the door open, and the black liquid profusely spews out, covering him. He says he can't find anything walking out, trying to get this sludge off of him, but he appears to be completely dyed black now. Well, I guess at this point we'll find out tomorrow if he's grown an extra tail or arm or something. He says at this moment he's not feeling anything weird. I really hope in the long run this won't affect him. Warren, though, is beyond unimpressed at this point. He even at this moment eggs on Stripe to finish the job of searching, since he hadn't listened to his words of warning. It's kind of cute seeing him worry, but also to be a bit annoyed at this fact. Now that Stripes is a black cat and didn't see anything in the darkness, we decide at this point to cut our losses and keep heading into Drakkenheim. As we walk, we hear a loud, unnatural moaning. Or is that a wailing? Yet, this is not my problem, I say out loud to the group, as I continue skipping forward, and I catch even Waring saying under his breath it's not his problem. But this moan, this wail, it's growing louder. It sounds full of misery. We see glass nearby cracking, almost shattering. Yeah, this is really not my problem, I tell the group. As we continue forward, ignoring this, we finally arrive at the church that I mentioned. But what's that? Soldiers? They seem to be holding a flag with an insignia of a goblet with fire? Paladins, I think, even. The Knights of the Silver Order, Shell tells us. This is something we definitely can't handle right now, and they are dangerous. They wish to purge everything of the contamination and delirium. If we even come in contact with anything related to them, they're sure to strike you dead on the spot. We need to find another way around to avoid them at all costs. As we try, Shell informs us a bit more of these knights and how they wish to stomp out even the falling fire. Wait, what's that? An encampment? Stripes and Jorzen tell us that it looks freshly made as they investigate, with a fire still burning. We need to be on guard. We investigate more. Footprints, handprints, all signs of a struggle. We ready ourselves and raise our weapons. Suddenly, glass shatters and we hear a horrible crunch of a door breaking in half and the sound of knocked arrows raining down towards us. It's an ambush. And that is recap.
Thank you very much.
I actually went into hiding
Very
and
good.
told Baron to take charge.
Yeah, you guys can rearrange yourself, but somebody was at the camp, ideally.
Yeah, it was me.
So you can rearrange yourself.
I was put in charge of looking for stuff, and I found somebody or somebody's.
I bought some extra objects, so now I have some detail on the map. Ew.
すごい。Oh, そうですね。
Alright, so...
So I think that probably hid, like, somewhere just off the edge, or just off the edge of the map.
Alright,
Because I went
Harrigan's
into
next
hiding,
on
yeah.
recap.
All right.
Okie dokie. All right. Well, you can rearrange yourself as you see fit. I don't think any of you guys are going into places, but you could hide behind walls or wherever you see fit. As the arrows are flying along, as you do, don't see as many as you do see, but you can see like probably 5 or 6 arrows flying through as you're just realizing quickly enough this was an ambush from the start, and you're likely in a bad situation.
Which direction did we approach from? Because Harangon was probably like hiding pretty far back.
It's probably over here.
Okay, yeah, Harangon, I'll put him like about here then, because he was very like, I don't know if we should do this.
Yeah, and I kind of went into hiding after telling Warren, okay, then you choose what you want to do. You want to keep going or investigate?
Hi, Jimmy. I don't think this is good.
Yeah.
Well, initiative.
No, nice. Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, a natural 6.
Oh, mine didn't roll for some reason. What the heck? Oh, 5.
Yeah, mine's not rolling. I guess I'm gonna have
I
to do
rolled
an
like
initiative
poop.
thing.
Well, the group initiative works for me. I don't know. Some of you guys doesn't work, but
Yeah, for my thing, it doesn't work. 1d20 plus 0, so that is a 14, right?
it rolled you a 10.
Yeah, it rolled a 10, but I get a +4 for initiative.
All right. Gwen, you want to switch places?
Sure. Are you
All
sure?
right, she gets the natural 20, and I get the 6.
Nice. We'll switch it then. I'm lazy.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys going to be there? You're not moving or anything more?
Hey, Gwen, did you want to be
Yeah,
a
I'll
little
be
higher up in the initiative roll? Because I could swap out with you. With
He
my
just swapped with me.
He can't. He just
Shell
swapped it.
did. Yeah, Shell did.
Are you
He
guys?
gave me his
Okay.
natural
Are you
20.
guys going to be
Shell,
there?
do you want to be higher up in the initiative at 14?
Nah.
Because I have that alert feat, which can allow me to change my position.
I think you can only swap with the ones below you. But since I went below,
No, you are below, so that's why I asked.
if it allows
No,
it, I'm
Shell got a
going.
natural 20.
Yeah, I know, but he
He
swapped
gave
with
it to
somebody
me.
else.
Because
He's
he
now
has alert
6.
as well.
Yeah, you
Up
can
to red if
swap
you allow me.
with one person. Yeah, one person. So
Oh, so he swapped with never.
no,
mind,
you can swap with him, but he can't if he chooses to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he
I'm
said
down.
okay. His choice. If you want to go higher up for
Yeah,
your
I'll
roll,
be
then
down
go
for
ahead.
that.
Okay.
Just
Number
change your
14
thing.
is 6.
All right, Gwen, what are you gonna do? As you can roll a perception check as a free action to see where they're firing at. As you notice the rooftops, the houses here are about 15 feet high. They are rather ramshackly. Like the structure is not that great as they are attacking from the rooftops with what looks like light crossbows.
From all the rooftops.
Correct.
Okay. They're on the roofs. And after I shout that, I will rage. Rage.
Hey, Rajay is only for Eno.
Right. Let's see if they're up on the roofs. 5, 10, 15. I forget, what's the highest we can jump if we have like a walk speed of 30?
Your jump?
Mm-hmm.
Like standing jump or running jump?
Like a running jump.
I forget what the math is.
I'm not sure if I'd be able from here to like run and leap up on top.
It says if you do a long jump, it's 10 feet.
Okay.
If you,
And you said
spend
it's
30 feet of
15 high.
movement, then you can do a 20 feet jump.
Okay. I'll do that then to jump up on the roof to get near one of them.
Alright.
Or at least on the roof.
I'd say give me athletics for this.
Okie dokie.
Because you're jumping and climbing up. Alright, as I don't have an area for it, but I'm gonna put you inside that building. Just
Okay.
for
Yeah,
Huh.
neither of mine.
let's put locked doors. Because they're all
Oh,
on the
hello.
roofs. Ah, shit!
And I will reckless slap this man with my scissors. You'll see her just like flittingly take them off and just kind of like dancerly be throwing them around. Oh no. Oh wait, I
Fumble
reckless. I
table.
forgot. I have advantage. I didn't set it. My bad. Whew. 14.
Oh, it's 14.
Since that's technically my
Oh,
second.
okay,
Yeah, since
yeah.
technically that's my second
That's
roll.
still a
I
hit.
don't wanna. Oh, perfect. 13.
You don't know who you're messing with.
Let me do the contamination. That's a D8. An extra 3 necrotic. Oh no, it rolled it. My bad. You don't have to do the 3. I see it in there. Contaminated Fury. And she'll just kind of giggle, and that'll be her turn.
Alright, Warren, you just see Gwen just jump up on a rooftop and slapping some boy up there.
Yeah, I'm gonna like, wait, Gwen! And then I hear like the sound of her scissors probably go shing, and then probably some guy go. Bleh. So I'm like, well, everyone take cover. And I'm going to I'm going to raise my shield, and I'm going to go into this direction.
So anything with the doors, that means there's a rooftop. Just for...
I'm gonna try to get inside.
Alright, you get inside, the building is empty.
Okay, is there a way to get up to the roof?
You'll have to climb.
Oh, there isn't like a stairway or
Mm-mm.
nothing like that? Okay,
These are
That's-
dilapidated buildings. A lot of them were destroyed due to the
that's
calamity.
weird as hell. But, okay. I'm gonna just... Well, actually, I'll just stay in the roof. I'll just stay in the
It's
building.
not really weird. It used to have one, but not anymore.
Yeah, I could just imagine there probably was like a stairway that's like been broken down. Alright, I'll just stay in the building then. And take cover.
Yeah, I would
I'll,
put you in the building, but
go
I
into
don't
the
actually have a
defensive
map with the roofs. I do have a map, but then there's like... I don't want to play on 2 maps. Kind of defeats the point of
That's fair.
rolling initiative. I'm like, I'm on a different map than you guys.
Guys, I'm having a brain fart. But yeah, I'll just go into the defensive stance.
This guy begins to make his way towards Gwen on the rooftop. You're messing with the wrong people. Give me your stuff or die. But it seems like you want to be killed. As you see this guy across his markings, you see a pin and a club tattooed on his forearm. He's a part of a gang. Maybe a gang of outlaws and scoundrels. Maybe correlated even with the Queen of Thieves. And so he makes 3 attacks on you.
Oh no.
Drama.
Natural 20, 21, dagger, 15.
The first 2 hit.
I am going to take the reaction and use my Channel Divinity to actually teleport up to there since she's within my range to take the natural 20.
You're over here.
Oh,
Yeah, but with the gift of
What's
friendship.
the range?
60 feet.
You wouldn't be 60 plus.
ooh, that's like right on me, I think.
I think that's right on the money.
Okay.
Well, depending on how tall the building is.
Oh, 15 I said.
Yeah, that's true.
Take 11, and I'm able to do a reaction attack. But let me pull out the thing so we can all
Did
see.
you guys plan this or what?
They're the combo class.
No one has seen me ever do this. All of a sudden, you see, Mr. Shellman just all of a sudden just disappear in a mist, and then suddenly just reappear in front of Madame Gwen by herself. You just see him just immediately block with the shield. So this is endless allyship. You
You'd
can also
probably
use
hear,
that
like,
reaction to hit
You'd hear
someone.
Gwen like giggle because she would know you always have her back.
24 for 9 bludgeoning. Oh, that's me.
Okay. Thug on the rooftop sees Shell as he will fire a shot. Ah, fuck! His thing gets jammed. You get a free reaction on him if you want to use it, but you don't have any reactions, so it is forfeit.
Same thing. I'm just gonna go wailing on him. Yeah.
11 is a miss.
11. Yay. As... No, it's 11. Oh, it's a bonus action for lay on hands. Ah, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Now I'll recover the 11 HP. Screw it. As I take nothing.
I'm going to use my full movement / action to climb the roof as carefully as I can.
Okay. You have
But kinda
climbing speed, so you have no issue.
I'm gonna kind of keep my head down below, and it's an action to climb, right?
No, it's just movement. It's
Oh,
15
okay.
feet up.
Okay, I will go to the top of the roof, and how far away would Gwen be from me? Where is Gwen at?
Up here. On the roof.
I can't see anything on the roof, so that's why I'm wondering.
Right there, where I'm
Okay,
peeing.
50 feet. I'm going to cast
50 feet plus 15.
50 feet plus 15.
Well, they're
Okay.
well, it's not. It's they're up on it, so I don't have to use like fucking stupid math.
Pythagoras. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm up on the roof now, so that's why I was wondering.
Are you going up the roof now? How much movement do you
Well,
have?
I have 40 feet.
So you would be 40 feet here, sadly. You wouldn't actually make it up there. It's 40 feet
I'm
here.
gonna say
Oh, no, this roof here.
Oh, you're going on that one. Okay, so you're up.
Yeah, this roof here. Yeah. And, you know what? I'm going to, instead of that, because I'm right next to him, I'm going to do chill touch. I'm gonna sneak up behind him and just kind of put my hand right on his right at his neck. But I couldn't quite reach far enough, so because that probably misses.
Yeah, it's a miss. Alright, so hey, you'll pay for that. Yeah, dumb bitch, as he strikes you twice.
Oh.
22 and 18 with pack tactics.
Yep, those both hit.
So he's willing to say bitch.
I'll
because he
use the
sees you as
reaction
one.
for the first one.
Ah!
For a D10.
Ooh, then go. I only take up one, then.
This guy's from across. I guess it's heavy crossbow out. He's wearing at the door. He's gonna fire at him. As you
I'm
have
in the building.
Oh, you're in the building. Okay, so that's Haragon. Wait, depending, Haragon's hiding. Are you hiding?
Harangon was probably hiding.
Okay, then
Just
you're
'cause he was
out
right.
of sight. We'll just put you over here. I'll have to choose this one because now he can only see rooftop people. 1, 2, 3. It's going for Gwen. Natural 20.
12 at 6.
This guy. I'm gonna pick a target as well. It's going for big shell guy. 17.
Yes.
At it home.
How high up are the rooftops?
15 feet.
15 feet.
I know you can do your hop thing. One.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I think I only have 10 feet of hop. So, I'm just
So you can
gonna
climb
go
and then hop if you
over.
wanted to, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'll attempt to climb it. I don't have a climbing speed, so what I roll
Alright,
like
roll me athletics.
athletics?
DC at 10. No, it's athletics. There's no
okay.
parkour in here, sadly. I usually allow acrobatics,
Oof.
but as you slide down, you
No.
can try again as you spend 10 feet of movement.
Sure.
As you climb up as you make it up.
Yeah, and then I burn my bonus action to kind of hop.
Is this a zoo? What the hell?
Not the zoo.
Harangon will step over this way, and he will... I mean, I guess it was probably my action to climb, eh?
No, it's just movement.
Okay,
It's zero
cool.
movement.
Harangon will attempt to Thunderwave, in like... Or, well, like that kind of thing, you know, coming from me.
Okay. Are you trying to knock them off?
Yeah, we'll see if it works.
Thunderwave. As he fails.
Aha! Get blasted off, and he takes, 13 damage.
Good roll.
Yeah.
Good roll.
Takes 2 damage. True damage. So he's prone on the ground as he... Gwen.
So she's gonna look at this man, and you're gonna see after he called her a bitch, just the biggest like smile across her face, like very psycho looking.
Oh, she
And then
crazy.
that's when you're gonna notice like how in her picture one of her eyes is purple. She starts absorbing the like haze delirium power, and she's gonna empower her weapon this turn. So I can do an extra D8 of necrotic, and I'm gonna reckless at his ass.
She's an abomination. She's plagued.
Crazy.
24
Ooh.
for 15 plus. I do the extra
When the
contamination.
RP lines up with the attack.
Oh, another one.
As he gets
That's-
stabbed right through the gut.
Yeah, Gwen would like take her scissors and like shove them through him, and she's waiting next turn to open them.
God damn. That was cool as fuck. Well, I'll just I see this guy on the ground here. It's gonna run out. How many?
My back. What?
Sorry about this, man.
Wait. No. No.
Oh, actually, do I see the Queen's marking tattoo on his arm?
No, you
or
don't see
anything?
it. No.
Oh, fuck.
You're like, I'm not interested.
Actually, I was gonna leave you alive, but
No.
Sure.
Oh,
Critical.
He wouldn't have lived anyway.
Jesus.
Still alive. You're a fucking scum to death. Ah.
Yeah, that's all I got actually. I don't actually have an attack yet.
Level 3 game, yo.
Hmm.
As this guy sees this guy just, oh, you'll pay for that. Oh, surely. As he focuses his attention on Gwen.
She just like tilts her head backwards. Bring it.
25, 21. That's 20.
He's bringing it.
Oh, he's bringing it.
2 natty 20s. Holy cow, that's bad.
10, 8,
A 5 plus 4
6.
plus 3.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Not
So
bad.
he's like jabbing it into
Not
your
bad.
neck, cutting into your actual flesh. His blood spewing out. I'm gonna
Gwen's just
chop that
laughing
head off.
hysterically.
He's just
Don't
crazy.
threaten me with a great time.
Fucking psycho. This guy gets up. You'll pay for that. You'll pay for it. She'll know this. She'll know this.
Who?
20 and 12.
12 misses. 20 definitely hit.
So he hits you across the face with 3 bludgeoning.
Like, see, like, a couple blood spot his chest.
Wait. Kill wounds. It did. I don't think it went through.
No.
Mm-hmm. I don't see it on my side.
Nah, not me neither.
One more time. Alright, cool. It's 2d8. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
13
Dang.
HP.
It's
You just hear
giving-
Gwen still laughing.
It's giving cloak and dagger.
Oh my god, no. Not the Marvel rifles.
As that is my turn. Actually, I'm in a position. Nah, I can't do anything. Never mind. I'm in the right position.
The wipes. You see that guy got knocked down. As you hear some commotion coming downstairs.
Okay, I shall because of this dynamic lighting, I can't see any of the other people.
No, yeah, because you're
Um,
it was designed. It was never designed for you to fight on the rooftops, but I didn't have a map for like that. So, did you want to look down or stay up top? You
I'm
see a
gonna stay
target
up
down
top.
here.
Oh,
You see
do
a
I?
yeah, you just see targets. I'm giving you targets, so you can
Okay,
pop up a bit. You can see.
Okay, I will actually, believe it or not, as much as I hate helping him, I am going to jump off the roof right onto the enemy,
Okay.
and then
Sick.
I'm going to do a chill touch as I land on him.
All right. He's standing up. Give me an attack.
Superhero land.
Actual crazy.
Gets a natural one. Goes for wearing instead. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Ah.
That would
No!
be crazy.
He misses with an 8 as you completely just like land on the ground, touching as you're losing the. He kind of sees you. He kind of evades it as Waren's just like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Pebble disintegrates under my hand. God damn it! And that's
Alright,
it.
This guy's gonna smack.
Superhero landing.
15 and 20.
Those both hit.
Stripes lands on his knees and his one hand, and just superhero landing.
Alright, so he's 2 targets down below. He is going to fire Stripes. Heavy crossbow shot. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Nope, misses. This guy also sees 3 targets. He is going for Haragon. Misses. So he eventually climbs down and begins to make his descent down. Same with this guy, actually. Weapon.
Let me see. What do I feel like doing? So there's the one down there. And then which ones are on the rooftop, like by the other people? Okay, I will launch a Starry Wisp at one of the ones there, because that guy's still prone, correct?
No, he's up. And
Oh.
No, he's up.
Oh, never mind. Then I'll attack him. I will throw a Starry Wisp. Why is it not showing up? There we go. 17 to hit.
Made.
Ooh, max damage. 8.
Still alive.
Good damage. Good damage.
Good rolls.
I will take it.
As she sits there and has like her scissors in him, she's gonna try and finish him off with Reckless.
That is a
Ooh.
miss.
Dang, good thing I have
Oh.
raise.
Yep. What's your strength?
So 6.
That's 4. It's not. It's not. It doesn't have proficiency.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I was looking at the save. My bad. Yep, +4.
As you cut him in half.
Yeah, Gwen would open up her scissors and it would just like whoosh. And then she would turn her attention towards him. Well, now that we got this one out of the way, time for some more fun with you.
Hey.
Wearing.
I'd go for a swing.
You have a new name, no? A new voice.
I'd go for a swing. I swing. I swing. I swing. I do damage.
Damage. You from the islands now?
Hopefully that kills.
He dies as you drive your blade right to his gut.
I look over at Stripes.
As you hear,
Nice
like,
effort.
you hear... Shit.
Huh?
Well, get...
Kind of looks at him for a bit. I don't know what that was about. Good effort, Stripes. Yeah, I can't move any further.
I'm gonna cut you up. You can heal her as much as you like, but she would be splattered for the queen herself. As you hear that, Warren, you hear the queen herself from the rooftops.
Okay, thank you.
19, 15, 21.
Gwen would just be kind of making like the blah blah motion with her hand while they hit.
I'm gonna block the 5.
Okay, so only 4 then. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. Well, bam. 12 is probably a miss.
He doesn't even flinch.
Yeah, should probably.
He's so cool.
Probably just not do that. I'll save my heals. What the heck? Any turn.
Swipes. Alright, what are you doing?
Hi.
Get your ass on the ground. Where you belong.
I have something for you. He's gonna hear kind of a bell toll in his head. For a wisdom save, damage, he takes 8 necrotic.
Just with that, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, little pussycat.
What's new,
Yeah, you
pussycat?
better run. You better run.
I gotta stop. I gotta stop.
He thinks I'm running.
Let's see if he can actually get to you. He can't, so he'll backpedal a little bit as he will fire another heavy crossbow at Warren.
I could call you better run too.
17.
Ooh, but the 17 misses actually. Let me look. Let me look. Hmm.
So he will charge you as he grabs his mace and smacks you twice.
It misses.
23 and 13.
13 misses, but 23
So he
hits.
bonks your head for 7 damage. Peter! Peter!
Brother, somebody help out this cat, brother. I gotta
Alright.
go get the boss before Gwen slices him up.
Paragon. So you see the only
So
person
it's
on the
just-
rooftop. You see this guy, the captain boy, and down below you don't see this person down below anymore since they're in a weird spot. You see this guy far
Yeah.
away. So I can bring you the map here so you can see.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's this guy far away, and then there's the captain up on the rooftop, correct?
Over here. Yeah.
Got it. I'm assuming the captain's probably closer to me than the guy that's far away, so I'll throw a Starry Wisp at the captain. Oh, 11.
Misses.
Yeah, that'll be... Herringon will just kind of chuck one and miss, and he goes, oh, rats.
I don't know if you had a rat at your party. Hey.
He threw an actual rat.
Like, no, you guys are all like animals, so it's like a rat, a squirrel, like a bunny, a cat.
Gwen looks at him.
Adventure.
Are you ready for your dance now? As she like swings her scissors around her almost like nunchucks. And I will reckless. 22.
Yeah, I can't block that.
Oh man.
For 24 plus
Oh man,
another 6 necrotic.
Oh man.
Still alive, but very hurt.
How'd that one feel?
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know I was
Just pointing
fighting
at him.
contamination.
He's as he was running in the direction of that guard, after hearing the Queen's men, he's going to spend about 10 feet there and then climb.
Roll me athletics, DC 10.
We be climbing. At least I hope so.
Alright, climbed up. Did you see a
guy?
man sliced in half by some scissors?
Jesus Christ, brother. Well, I only have 5 feet left, so I'm going to stand over this guy's body.
Who the fuck are you? Daddy, you fucking
Picture where's just monologuing this to himself.
I have some questions.
Dad, I'm
Whatever.
sorry. I'm not gonna give you shit. You snot brat kid.
Looks over at Gwen. Please don't kill him. And I'm going to give him a slash. I'm gonna give him a slash. A slashy slash. Non-lethal.
That's a hit. You aim for not a vital spot across his body.
Yeah, I aim for like, I don't know, like his legs or something. I look over, and I don't say it again, but I'm like pleading with my eyes.
I'm gonna aim for the baby maker as he jams his scimitar twice. 19, 20.
Both hit, both
So he
hit.
stabs your stomach, Gwen.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Gwen. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna
19
try to
for
reduce
hit.
the 7.
Didn't you already use
Yay.
your action?
Oh wait, no, because I'm specifically saving it just for this guy.
So it reduces it by 2? Is that what that D10 is?
It's plus my proficiency, so it's 4.
Okay, so 3, so 8, so a half, 4. Okay. Thank you. Oh, she'll probably look at him. You'll have to do better than that, big boy.
Well, screw it. I just look at him like, this is a war of attrition now. As I cast Cure Wounds, 13 the game.
Thank you.
No matter what, this is a losing fight for you.
I am going to chill touch again. Hopefully it hits this time.
It's a hit. One damage.
It's my turn.
Let's
a little
go. Come on.
This guy will run. So he will fire a heavy crossbow shot at Stripes. Nine. So I will attack you. Ooh, fumble table. Wow, that's a natural 1. That was 12. I think 12 is just a wild swing. I'll take wild swing. 5 points of damage.
To me?
Yeah. As the wild swing smashes into the door, breaking it open. Alright, Paragon.
Just give me a sec here. My character sheet's being a little slow. There we go.
Yeah, roll 20 is being a
Yeah.
little dummy all the time.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Harangon will shoot at the guy that's. I just need to make sure.
Oh, we do it again? What?
Yeah. I'll just pop out for a sec. Here, I'll just so I can measure the distance. Whoa, what the fuck?
That's a cube.
Yeah. Okay, too far away from me, but the bandit captain's like right about there.
Yeah, he's up there.
Okay, yeah, I'll just throw another Starry Wisp at him. Why the fuck does it always... There we go.
11 misses.
11 again. Hell yeah.
The curse.
Yeah, that'll be Harengon's turn.
I think, like, if Warren had told her to, like, try and spare him, right now, she is just, like, rage, haze, fueled, and probably just didn't
Oh,
even hear
fuck.
it.
She can't even. Oh, no. She's raged
She's
the
at
fuck
maximum. She's at
Mhm.
like a radiation level of 9. Breaking.
So she'll
glass.
reckless.
out. Oh,
17
fuck. She's raged the fuck out, brother.
for 19 plus 2
How do you
for
want to
21. She'll literally just like be laughing at him, and then without even like, if you blinked, you would probably miss it. She swiped her scissors so fast that it just decapitates him, and his head just like slumps down.
His eyes look
And then
at
she would-
you for a second, and then he looks at Warren as he just drops it.
Strata! There's no Strata!
As blood just splatters everywhere, as Gwen just chuckles.
That was fun. And then she'll kind of like tilt her head backwards, looking down, knowing that there's like others. Well, where do we go next?
I'm gonna spend my action looting his body.
Alright.
I'm kind of doing it in a frantic. I'm like, fuck, fuck, fuck.
Roll me a D100 for loot.
Whatever happened to where you're desecrating the bodies?
This is different.
These are the queens, man.
This situation.
Bandits are free game, eh?
Some about different than bandits. This is lore.
Find 3 gold pieces, 2 silver pieces, and 3 copper.
He kind of looks at the chump change and drops it. He doesn't even care. He was looking for something like a scroll or something, or he just kind of stands up and looks over at Gwen and Shell. Come on. Jump.
You know we need the money, right?
He doesn't care. He just left it on his body.
Hey, if you want to jump off, Warren, you can give me athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
As you barely make it, as you don't do a superhero landing, you just land really rough on your ankles.
He's probably so fucking distracted. He was really hoping to get information out of this guy. Can I use my free action to speak out?
Sure.
I'm gonna talk to this guy. Listen, your boss just died a really fucking gruesome death. You probably should get out of here, man.
Alright, he takes that word. Shell.
Well, I'll pick up the spare change.
Alright, as you use your action to do that. Money. Depending if you don't want to do that.
No, yeah, I'll
Because
use
it takes
it.
a while. There's money everywhere, so you're taking your action to take each coin that was dropped on the roof.
I'm looking. Are they still on the roof or are they just dropping?
No, they're
Or
fighting
they-
on the ground now.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to go down.
Alright, give me athletics. If you want to jump down, if you want. Or athletics is a climb down. 15 as you jump off. As you do a superhand arrow landing on your shield this time. Captain American style.
Hell yeah.
Poop my pants.
Swipes. As you hear Ren telling him to retreat, what do you want to do, Stripes?
I am going to cast
Meow.
Chill Touch again. 18 hit.
Uh-huh. Wee.
And
A humble 3.
I'm gonna let him take
You're a
his
little
attack of
nipply.
opportunity.
Alright, it smacks you.
16, I think, just misses.
Yeah.
Yay, and
Oh, he drops his crossbow and begins to action dash off the map.
don't let him go.
Same with this guy. Action dash off the map.
Don't gotta tell Gwen twice.
And in combat.
I'm giving chase
Alright, give me a survival check.
to this guy. Survival.
You don't find him. He's too lost in the large grand schemes of things. He could be in an alleyway, he could be on a rooftop, or he could have just fled past a gate.
I'm hop down as well.
Do you want to loot the other guy or no? The guy that's half cut in half? Gwen?
Gwen doesn't like care of that stuff. Yeah, she still was just coming down from her rage. She's taking her deep breaths and counting to 10 right now.
I'll be back.
Yeah,
in a
I'll go
second.
back
You guys
up
can
there.
roleplay.
Yeah. Do you have enough? Did you get gold from the guy?
Well, whatever that's left up there, I'm gonna search.
We have to burn the bodies. Leave no evidence.
Well, there's no point. They're gonna understand that if they run back to the thieves, whatever the fuck she is,
The queen.
they're gonna be snitching on us. So
That's fine. But if there's no bodies to find, how are they to prove that their whole charade was real? Or if the group just kind of disappeared?
yeah, because when leadership is down, you're gonna expect a grunt to tell the queen herself that they were magically attacked, and not the captain there to be in his stand, right?
Pretty much. Caspian just betrayed them, for all we know. Could have been corrupted. And they're just creating a story of somebody that they've seen.
Could it not also perhaps be the case that they don't get that mad at us because that we weren't specifically targeted? We fended them off fair and square, after all.
Well, I think I heard forewarnings from anybody who died so far about they're gonna be bitches.
I suppose so,
Well, I mean,
but
if it is a part of the Queen's men, they do kind of have influence everywhere. Allegedly, but...
Back, sorry. You wanted to roll on the other guy? You can roll a D100.
Why don't we have somebody like I'm too short, of course, to wear any of their clothing, but we can go around pretending we're part of that faction.
Oh, would you care for a tattoo?
No, I've got other things, but you could always hide the tattoo,
I also fear that
or do a lesser, or do a minor image or something.
I believe minor illusion kind of doesn't move, so you couldn't move wherever the tattoo's supposed to be.
You could cause moving. It's just a small little bit. Or you just draw it on your arm.
But that's not the point. The point is we haven't really committed a transgression against the Queen's men. You know, we were targeted and we killed them. But we weren't sought out. It was an ambush and they fucked up. So, for all intents and purposes, we haven't really done anything wrong, right?
That's Warren's kill, so I'll let him decide what to do with that.
It's fine. He kind of just stands in a folded arm position waiting.
Well, on this scum over here, it looks like there's some instructions, I think, for what appears to be their next mission or target.
Does anybody
You're
understand?
here.
And anybody understands thief can't?
He kind of
What?
grabs the paper hurriedly. He's like frantically looking, and then he realizes he can't understand shit. What the fuck does this mean? Do you know?
Yeah, it says... Don't you understand that perfectly?
Kind of smiles as you can. As he's smiling, he gives a weak smile, but his shield is really sad, and he shakes his head. He's like, "No, I do not."
Ah, yeah. It just looks like a bunch of gibberish to me.
You can see there is a drawing, as it looks like. Give me a history check for those people from the land of this location. You can roll a history. If you're not from Drakkenheim, do not roll it. If you were born here or raised, or you've dwelled in this location for quite some time, Gwen, it looks like a prison.
Okay. Well, this picture reminds me kind of a prison I recall from long ago.
Okay. That's it? He's like, you can see like the range of emotions have like rage from his face from happy to sad. And now surprised and anxious. He's like,
That's all I can tell, but I mean, at least it's something. All of the rest of this is gibberish, so I'm not sure if either maybe Dinner or Stripe or Jorzen. Actually, Shell, can you read this junk?
No.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, I can't either.
maybe someone in Emberwood can.
I don't think showing up with a letter from the Queen's men and asking random people to translate it is really the best way to go about this.
As
We
he's
might
like
just have to find somebody
frantically
that can
looking
teach
at the
us.
paper still, he listens to like Paragon's stuff. He's like, yeah. Yeah, you're
It's-
right.
It's probably a really good way to get, you know, another target on our back.
Red, since I know that it was like a prison, would I know of like the general location, or are there like multiple
Well, there are
prisons?
multiple prisons,
Okay.
but it's hard to tell if they still stand, so you can check them all.
I see.
There is a heavy crossbow left here as well if you wanted to loot it.
So yeah, Gwen would tell them, I know of a few prisons across the land. I'm not sure if they still stand at this moment, but I guess if we truly were curious and wanted to find more about the Queen's men, we could go to each of them. Granted, it would be a long trek, a lot of distance, possibly lots of danger and maybe death, but
Waren kind of moves a little bit closer to you and looks around at everybody else and then back to you. Please help me.
she just gives you a big thumbs up. You got it. She'd kind of start like scribbling on a piece of paper, just being like, these are the kind of general locations she recalls of like where a few of these jails may be.
He like, are you writing it down on like a piece of parchment?
Yeah, probably on the back of whatever these orders are.
Oh hell yeah! Okay.
You do
As
have
soon
the
as you're done,
map.
he's
Remember,
gonna
you
take
bought
that.
a map for 10 gold pieces.
What's the map for?
The world map?
Yeah. Like, what do they
So
need
then-
the map for?
Because I'm like showing where these
Oh.
prisons are. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
if you
marking
ask,
them down.
I'm more than happy. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. She'd take the map and she's just kind of like taking her time, trying to remember things from like the past and hoping that it's like similar.
Kind of waits for it to be done as he looks it over himself. Thank you. As he looks up at Gwen, and tears are like rolling down his cheeks. As he looks back at the map, studying it. We should we should keep moving.
I think in like a quick moment, because she would see that, because Gwen may be crazy, but she is nice and cares for people. You would just feel her like immediately pull you in for a quick hug and squeeze you, and then let go. It'll be all right, I promise.
So the guy
He's
that
taken
you,
aback by the hug.
so the guy you've bought, the Pin of Clubs, obviously the guy that had the tattoo that you killed. They're iconic for colorful mohawks, wild color hairstyles. They wear a lot of spikes and chains, and notoriously are known for breaking legs for people who cross them.
Ah, psychos.
Classic.
Right.
As the symbol and the logo that they have on them is a deck of cards and several pins sticking out of it, because that's what you saw in the tattoo.
I am the conductor of the poop train.
As they are of many factions that reside with the Queen of Thieves. So there's a lot of small factions within the big faction. That kind of basically creates them. Alright. What would you wish to do? Find another way into the wall, in a wall.
What time is it?
A little past midday now. It's about like maybe 3 or 4.
So it's your guys' call if we want to kind of call it for the day and then head out early tomorrow.
Well, I know we were trying to go the back way into this church, and then we saw this. Are we finishing going in there?
Yeah,
Or are we
I think we might as well go into the church. I don't see why
That's-
not.
You'll have to go find a different route to get in, as you remember the paladins
Yeah.
blocking the gate.
Mm-hmm. Right, I remember we were circling and came across this camp. Well, I mean, onward, I guess. Go ahead, just kind of like skipping along.
Nah, 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 nah. Alright, as you guys begin to try to escort and find yourself around the vicinity of the locations, as you are still looking for loot and any information that may convey or interest you. As you begin to enter what looks like further into the ruins, the mist shrouds the countryside, giving way of crumbling buildings, twisting mud-filled streets. Entered in desolation of the city's ruin, you pass a bloated corpse, a long-dead horse, the smell of an ozone-filled cold air as you walk through the tattered rubbles of the outer city. And once in a while you hear a dog barking, perhaps a scream carried in the wind. As I would like Haragon to roll me a d10.
All right. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
You see a courtyard leading to a civic building, an estate of some sort.
Guys, it looks like there might be an estate nearby. I don't know if we want to check it out or we should probably focus on the church, actually.
Maybe we could investigate it on the way back?
Yeah, I'm down. Just thought I'd point it out.
I mean, all information is great. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
As you begin to enter in, you eventually see a wall that's still barely intact. It is not a gateway area, but cracked enough for small individuals to walk through and large individuals to crawl through, their hands in mud. As you realize quickly, as you look through the crack, the dark haze is within the place. Beyond these walls, it looks like the haze engulfs this area. So I'll show you on the big map. As you see, the purple hues get darker.
You guys, I
Seems
think we
like-
should go.
Go ahead.
It's not safe going any further.
I
You
actually
could try the outskirts of the other side, but it's hard to tell if there's any open holes to squeeze through.
This is quite the predicament.
We could try it again in the morning. Hopefully
Well,
by then the fog might, or the mist might clear up a little bit.
I think the haze just stays in certain areas from where the meteor fell as well. But yes, I do agree that I think at night it becomes stronger. You said it's midday, right, Red?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Seems this wall is protecting the people from the haze for the time being, as long as the wall still stands. But you can tell the deterioration over the few years is slowly giving way.
At least figure out how to navigate the mists without getting sick. I have a feeling maybe listening to the kings or the sacred flame might be able to give us more information.
I see, so you suggest heading back toward the farm and seeing if maybe we can meet Nathaniel.
But was
Or
that
anybody, like, they have the ability to hold on to the crystals without becoming corrupt. That's helpful.
Right, but do you think how would I say this? The average person a part of that group know the secrets to that, or do you think maybe leadership would be the best to seek the answers?
I think trying to get a audience with the head would help out.
Hmm. Well, my personal vote is if we have time and we're just trying to figure ways around before it is dark, Herringon, for dinner, you did mention an area you saw. Did it look like the haze was in there as well?
I I don't think so. It was right nearby, actually. So we could maybe. But beyond that, the people at the farm weren't they members not of the sacred flame, but of the falling fire, right? They were.
Out of context, I will
Yeah.
let you guys know if you want to explore and stay away from the factions, you will have to go into the hazy areas, as the factions will not go there purposely.
Right.
They will only go there if they need to. Most of the safeguard places is ran by factions.
Mm.
Which is kind of why I don't think we should be going right in there. We attempted, like, we were trying to go through. Maybe tomorrow we should try to come up on the this side of the river.
I'm still confused. Have we given up on going into the church?
Oh, no. I mean, I still want us to be able to fix Shell. Every passing moment, you know, he could. And she kind of like motions on her neck.
Wait.
Yes,
You've seen no reaction coming from him.
Gwen's right. As he's like too busy, as he was like looking at the map the whole time you guys were talking, as Gwen mentions the injury, where it kind of like snaps back to reality a little bit. Yes, Gwen's quite right. We should be finding every possibility to help Shell here.
So this little small circle I placed on the map is a gate.
Okay.
There are not a lot of gates around the vicinity. There are only like 4 main gates that kind of reside within this campaign, and all the gates are supervised by a faction.
So that's the gate that the Knights of the Silver Order were at.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll add more eventually, but that's the main gate that gets you to the chapel. You would have to find a gate. You would have to go across the land to find another gate, which there's probably not going to be one, but if you want to get around the chapel, you either go through the haze, which is dangerous, or you try to sneak your way into the safeguarded zones without being detected by the guards.
And where was the chapel?
That's number 20. You can see it on the map here. It actually points all the locations out.
Oh, okay.
Chapel of St. Brianna. Right.
Yeah, they're all locations, and then there is another whole level in the sewer too.
Do we maybe? I know we're not going to get much, but do you think maybe making a reconnaissance mission just to see if anybody comes in or out of this hazed area, and see how they do it? Either that, or else we could just
So
jump
you
them
can
and
go
take
into
their
the
shit.
haze. They don't recommend staying in the haze. You shouldn't sleep there.
Right. Because
Oh.
You have
that's
no
how we get
choice to
contaminated.
sleep there, then you will get inflicted by the haze. And if you make the save,
Oh.
nothing happens to you. So that's kind of the consequences. So you can stay in the haze. It's just they don't recommend sleeping there. And of course, obviously, you'll be encountering creatures of the haze.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You've been doing a lot better. You choose. I think that would be a good thing. You seem to think everything thoroughly before making your choices.
Kind of just stands there and looks back at the map, then looks at Shell's, I guess inflicted arm, and he hands you back. I think you were the owner of the map, right, Stripes?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna hand you back the map. He's gonna say, "Right, well done. What time of the day it is? It's midday.
It's probably about 3 or 4 now, eh?
Yeah.
Oh no, never mind. Let's say we can head back. It's a little bit late. I heard that the haze is stronger at night. We should press on the one to get to the church. Just not.
I think you'd see Gwen too, like she would kind of walk closer to the crack, kind of like outstretching her hand a little bit to the haze, like feeling this odd pull to it.
He attempted to say something to stop you, but he decided against it. He trusts you now to make.
Well, if you guys want, you guys can just go to the estate and look around before you head home. You might as well get some loot out of it.
Right.
It's
Honestly,
an estate.
as
An
I
estate is huge. It's like a fucking rich person's house.
I just didn't
Oh,
want
it's
to be there
huge.
during
Oh.
the nighttime, but honestly, fuck it. We risk it for the biscuit. I'm gonna
Or you guys can go through the crack and see
Okay.
what's in the inner word.
So, before we do that, I think we should maybe take a short rest. Anybody else get injured during that last fight?
Ain't too bad.
Are you guys? Where
I'm
you guys
good.
taking-
The only thing I
are you
need-
guys? If you want to take a short rest, you'll have to let me know where you're taking the short rest.
I think if we are gonna go the short rest option, then we should go look at the big estate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To be
that's what I
honest-
was thinking.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah, if we're gonna do a dungeon crawl, I don't want to be there in half health.
My only concern is, and he says this in character, I just don't want to be here for too long. And he kind of looks over at Gwen and Shell. You guys weren't with us when we escorted Mr. Aaron, but he told tales of, well, he kind of looks like Gwen. You know this place. You know how bad it gets at night.
I see. Yes, I preferably even with my fascination and the ability to deal with said haze. Probably nighttime's not the best. There are... And she'll look at dinner and kind of like raise her arms like if they were claws. Some spooky monsters occasionally.
Rawr.
Yeah. Plus, it's nice to be able to at least see scary monsters in daylight and not just feel them when they attack you in the dark.
Quiet.
So, it's everybody's choice. If we don't want to take a short rest, I can try to buffer us all up right before we get in. Your choice. Let's, yeah. Don't want to linger too much. You never know who's just around the corner listening to us.
Hearing you say that, Gwen like runs around looking around a corner. Who's there?
No, is someone there?
I wouldn't
No,
doubt it.
I think he just meant that as an expression, Gwen.
Ah, silly.
Huh? We just had a bunch of bandits run away. They could be having one person just following us to keep
Can
dibs.
you stop talking? He says that, and he looks over at Aragon. Listen, we're okay.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, the plans mark through the estate and then head back to Amberwood. Yeah. Okay,
We shouldn't
Then-
take too long.
perhaps we should at least get out of the streets, but if we're going to an estate, well, it looked quite big, so there could be people held up there.
We shouldn't waste too much time then. But I assume we're still going to do a short rest. I'm just assuming. I don't know.
You can
That's
try-
if you guys
you
want
can
to do a
try.
short rest.
Yeah, but
can,
you have to
but if-
tell me where, location, and when. This place is danger no matter what. There's no safety. There's only safety is behind the walls where factions are currently holding down.
I have an ability that can allow us to do it without actually taking the rest, other than for I think a minute. But
10 minutes? You
other
mean
than
prayer healing?
Prayer of
yeah.
healing, yeah, 10 minutes.
and then that way we don't need to go for a short rest. We could just kind of walk towards
It
the.
will consume a short rest, but yeah, you can do that.
It will consume a short rest
Correct.
instead of a spell slot.
No, it will consume. No, it'll consume the spell slot, but if you're doing it as a ritual, I don't know if you can, but it will.
No, you can't do ritual.
No,
So
you
it
can't.
will
It's only-
consume. It'll consume no matter what. It'll consume a short rest. You can't.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
Well, it gives you a short rest equivalent. So why would that be broken?
That's fine. It is a ritual. Yeah, I'll cast the ritual rather
Because
than,
now in the 2024 rules,
spell slot.
now you can do it as a short rest, and so you don't have to. But the thing is, it'll consume one of the 3 short rests because it is considered a short rest.
Yeah, at least it's only 10 minutes compared to an hour.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? 10 minutes isn't that bad.
Warlocks love
And
you
I could
Yeah,
basically.
if
do
we're
it-
trying to explore stuff.
I could pretty much do it without, because it's a ritual as well. I could do it without.
I don't think
spell
it is a
slots,
ritual.
What? Let me
Said
see.
it was.
What's the spell?
Prayer of healing.
Prayer of healing.
Yeah, I don't
Because the
think it is.
casting time's 10 minutes. If it's a ritual, it's 20 minutes in total.
Or rituals are usually 10 minutes as well.
No, rituals are just, you add
Casting
10
time's
minutes
10
to it.
minutes. It's no, it's not a ritual. It's it has only components of verbal, so it does take a spell slot.
Oh, but it's because you get a short rest and 2d8
Yeah.
hit points.
Yeah.
It's better than a short
Okay,
rest.
yeah, that's why, because it just says this on here.
Yeah, because the old prayer healing is also
Yeah, the old prayer of healing was just 2d8 hit points for everybody.
Yes.
To know.
Yeah,
it's-
it just
and-
says
and
this.
old-
on the-
and the old one still was not a ritual. It's still normal.
Okay. Yeah, no, it just said ritual / concentration, so that's why I did that. But yeah, I'll do a prayer of healing, knocking off a 2nd level spell slot. And everybody but Warren.
Boo.
No, I'm kidding.
Do we roll the 2d8, or is it just a full 2d8?
I'll roll them. So who needs healing?
Gwen needs a little bit, I guess, but it wouldn't be.
Okay, so I need to roll. So that's 9 for 1.
I'm kind of good.
Well, you can target 5 people and they get all that.
Yeah,
healing.
so
You just
all
have to roll
5 would
once.
get the, yeah.
All 5 would get 9 HP. It's not that you roll once.
Yeah, you don't roll 2d8 for each person.
That's no, but it's this is this does not stack. Is that what it's saying?
No. So
There's
it's
not.
five.
For 10
You can
turns?
choose 5 creatures, and then you roll the 2d8, and
Yeah.
everyone gets that same amount.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not like Aura of
Damn.
Vitality.
that's okay.
That's
So
why
we
it's
get
so
9
good. That's why
HP.
Red was saying it consumes a short rest, because it's a short rest plus everybody gets extra healing.
Yeah, by only 2d8. So we so we get whatchamacallits too then. Hit die.
Yeah,
Okay. So 9.
Yeah, I'm full. I just needed the channel divinity, and that's it.
I'm so glad they made rages now. You get 1 back with a short rest.
I know they've done a lot of like nice tweaks with short rest.
They have. It's just
Mhm.
there's obviously give and take. A lot of people don't like the new rules because they like the old rules because the classes were hella busted, in my opinion. But it's a give and take. You know, the rules are changed for the future of D&D, right? It's moving to a new era. If we kept the old rules, nothing. People would still complain. So no matter what, people are going to keep complaining about this game.
I'm sorry if I sound like I was complaining. I just didn't.
No, it's
understand
okay.
it.
I'm just saying that's just how it is because a lot of people are not used to new rules. I love the new rules as a DM. It makes me as a DM not have to pull my hair out because stuff is hella broken. And then obviously people already found ways to bust the game anyways. It's just how the game is. You're never gonna have perfection. Like Critical Role moved away, now they're doing their own game and stuff. But I don't really care for the game. It's not what I like. It's not what I need. It's too simple. D12 system is weird. I'm used to D20 systems.
Oh, you're talking Daggerheart?
Yeah, I'm not playing it. I'm skipping it.
I never even watched that version yet, or even listened to it.
They played Thrested a few times, but it has a lot of bugs. But,
So does regular D&D.
yeah, but they don't want to support D&D anymore. They're leaving them. Their whole game is not D&D anymore. They're like switching to a different platform.
Yeah, I think that's after they're finished the 3rd campaign, though.
They already switched a little bit of it already. They're already using a lot of their new system.
Or are they?
Mm-hmm. People don't like
Well, as long
the
as they're
3rd
having
edition
fun.
anyways. It's confusing as hell. I stopped watching them long ago. Critical Role 2 is when it was great. This 2nd season, 3rd season, I think it's doo-doo. Alright, so you guys want to go to the state then? The state farm?
Yep.
Alright, we're gonna take
Oh, yeah.
we're gonna take a 5-minute break. We'll be back at 5, as we'll see what the state has to start. Maybe it'll make your pockets rich, or maybe it'll make you poor.
Seeing our luck so far, it's probably just going to keep us poor.
Hey, we will surely will get to the estate, and Red will say, "Congratulations, you made it to the estate. Here's 5,000 gold pieces for each of you."
Actually, I thought it was going to be 6,000.
Ah.
Yeah, actually, I heard from the rumors there's actually 10,000 in there.
Oh, and I'm pretty sure there was like a +10 great sword.
And a level up.
Alright, you're pushing it. You're pushing it.
Yeah. The gold pieces was a little too far. The level up's there for sure.
The +10 great swords, we find those all the time, but
I mean, those are like
those are like copper out here.
honestly, you found that on the street, didn't you? Didn't you say you didn't need it?
Actually, I'm pretty sure I just found it on the guy
Oh.
that we killed.
Oh, what is that junk? Here, I do that.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Crazy he didn't even use it. Probably didn't attune to it. Everybody knows. Attune it or you lose it.
It's actually a very good model to follow.
Actually, yeah. Well, so far it looks like we're about to survive our second foray into Drakkenheim. Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Right.
But
Bro, why am I typing? Bro.
Right.
Bro, Stripes. Stripes jumping off the roof. Oh my god, bro. I was dying laughing. He's like, oh.
Just a 3 foot tall cat just jumping off a roof. Just a miss with the spell and just superhero landing.
Oh my god.
Who's
Right, I'm back, sorry guys.
Yeah, welcome back, man.
Slap.
Welcome back. Red, you have to say thank you.
No.
Come on, man. This guy.
He's like, fuck you.
No. Fuck you all.
Yes.
That's for killing his captain.
My captain, my captain.
Seen that movie in forever.
Alright. I don't have a map for this, so it's all Theater of the Mind. So. Theater of the Mind.
Oh shit.
Already back yet? So I don't want to read this whole thing and everybody's not here. Paragon, you're here. Warren's here. Shell, you
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Gwen?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's here. Alright, heard stripes. Alright, the state that you come for. The path of a civic state. It winds through the wide open courtyard, flanked by a careful arranged stone wall now molted with moss and ivy. Decades of neglect has left cracked in cobblestones with wild flowers and grass growing definitely throughout the fissures. Statues of noble figures and mythical creatures line the pathway. Their features have eroded by time and weather. As once pristine fountains sit in the courtyard center, the pool is stagnant and covered in a sheen large of algae that floating leaves. The estate itself looms ahead in an imposing structure of grey stones and tall columns. A large wooden double doors adorned with a fading carving of a civic pride symbol of the scales of laurel wreaths, the city's forgotten crest. Above the entrance are stained glass windows depicting the scenes of justice and prosperity now dulled by grime. The edges of the courtyard, the signs of a past grandeur lingers. Marble benches sits beneath a gnarled trees, whose roots claim the surrounding grounds. Rusted lampposts lean to their awkward angles, their broken glass panels clinging stubbornly to their frame. As near the estate walls, patches of unkept hedges and dangled vines of natural barriers scatter the gardens. Tools hint at effort caretakers have long gone. As you begin to see across the vicinity of the deeper courtyards, you notice subtle movements of rats scurrying beneath the hedges and crows perched on the statues, watching their eyes, following each step of an eerie stillness of hanging on air, broken only by occasional creaks of the state, the weathered shudders, and the distant clatters of something metallic being shifted by the wind. So that's what you see.
So I suppose we should go in then.
Gwen just kind of like walks right forward.
Wait, what if the door tries to
Yeah,
move
you
again?
see Shell go in as well.
Word follows.
Don't touch any chest. Oh, and I'm just gonna
She
go in
hears
then, I guess.
Paragon like saying that, and she just looks at him And then points at her scissors.
Harangon will kind of nod and like sink his head and start following in as well.
As you approach the courtyard's atmosphere, it grows heavy in a sense of abandonment. The fountain trickles a faint, like a whisper of life this place has once had. Your boots scrape against the cracked stones, the sound of echoing of unnaturally. As ahead, the state doors beckons without hesitation, foreboding. So like you all to roll me a perception check.
My god, my rolls have been shit.
You
For those that got a 15 or higher, you notice scratch marks around the fountain's base, as though something has clawed and has been using this place as a resting ground. For some other people, a glint of small objects catch your eyes beneath the hedge to the left. A forgotten coin pouch of an old key is left behind. So you guys can decide who finds that with a DC 15 or higher.
I'll find the scratch marks.
On a failure, for those that don't see, crows grow louder, their cawing seeming to mocking your intrusion, their eyes on you, but cannot discern the source.
I think Gwen would have her scissors like pulled out ready just in case. Looking around at all the cawing.
I'll walk towards the coin pouch, and I'll kind of look around the area to see if there's any signs of traps or anything.
As you begin to look around, you see the fountain water is stagnant, a foul smell. As close you reveal a handful of coins beneath the surface, corroded copper, silver, a long and ornate ring tarnished beyond recognition.
How many coins does it look like?
A lot of coins. A lot of coins are in there, but it's corroded.
Oh, yeah.
And the water's
really want to
stagnant
touch
and
that.
foul smelling.
I'm gonna poke at the water with like a stick.
Alright, you grab a stick. As you poke the water, it doesn't move.
I have a feeling that this water might not be water, so I think we should not touch it.
I mean, on the wall side, I did see some scratches.
You saw scratches. Did they look
No.
like, did they look like animals or?
Did it look like a monster, like a giant gash?
No, not giant. Just claw markings. Could be of animals that have ransacked this place.
Probably like a rat or two, raccoon.
Okay, but they're just small ones, so it's probably fine. Yeah.
A dead hare, probably.
Okay. Okay.
I guess we continue.
Sure.
I'd like to waste more time, but the problem is we might be running out of time.
As you guys begin to get closer and you begin to move towards the statues, you roll another perception check.
That key in the coin pouch, you were saying that was outside of the fountain or in the fountain?
It was beneath the hedges on the left, a forgotten coin pouch.
Yeah, and there was nothing over there that looked suspicious.
Not that you're aware of.
Can I do an investigation around that area? Because that's the one I was talking about for whether or not there's a trap nearby.
Yeah, you can roll a perception check or investigation.
And is that just for Shell and Stripe that saw it?
Yeah, the rest of you guys hear crowing noises of I can't even say it. Crows, goddamn. Growl. The krauts are here.
You hear the growling noises of sauerkraut.
Yeah, I rolled pretty low, so doubt I've
You
seen
don't
anything.
find anything. You see an old coin purse.
Hey, you guys, this coin purse over here looks like it might have something that we might need.
Then why
Gwen.
don't you grab it?
Walk over.
Yes. Does anybody else want to kind of make sure that there's no ambush around by?
Oh, there's something around, you think?
You never know.
You don't see anything.
She shrugs and she'll look at the pouch.
It's empty. It's forgotten. Well worn.
She just like turns it upside down.
Oh, there's no
Looks
key in
empty.
there either? Okay.
I said or an old key, but there's nothing in there. No.
Oh, okay, okay. Guess I get up and follow everybody else in.
So those that rolled perception checks, if you haven't rolled perception check on the statues, you're welcome to. If you haven't, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Oh, for the statues now. Okay.
Yeah, you're just kind of
Mm,
seeing
yeah,
like this
13.
estate. Estate's huge. It's got like a lot of history to it. Is Gwen, you come across the statuette. Anybody who rolled a 15 or higher ascertains the statues. The statues are defaced, though not alone by time. Claw marks have marked the bases. Appears that have been deliberately been toppled, as it lies rather a satchel containing an old ledger. The pages are damped, barely legible. As on one of the names you see written. Yes, I will give you the name. As it's scrawled repeatedly in the margins, accompanied by cryptic phrases such as. So you can roleplay that if you desire.
I think it would be you, Stripe, that sees it, because I accidentally rolled twice and got a 9. Unless a 9 was enough.
I think
Oh,
you said a 15.
I'll mention it to you guys.
15 or
Yeah.
higher.
Yeah, I rolled low myself, so I didn't see it.
I'll mention it to you guys. I'll point it out.
Aldrich Voss. Doesn't sound familiar to me.
Me neither.
Nah, it doesn't ring a bell.
I continue on then.
Alright. As you guys continue in towards the estate doors, the doors at first resist, their hinges groaning as though protest. But with enough force, you can roll athletics if you want to open the doors. Gwen, with a 10, you barely open it, but it does begin to swing open, revealing a dimly interior of the state, a grand foyer coated with dust and shadows, with an oppressive chill that seems emanating from deeper within.
What is it?
It just feels ominous.
Best to stay away from it then. He gives like a half-hearted smile. He's like really nervous for you, right?
She looks at Shell. You've got my back still. Hmm? That's a yes. She walks forward.
He walks after you. Ain't no way. It's just the two of us. Y'all better be coming too.
I know, or I'm like,
Oh, I'm following by.
Nah,
Paragon's
you guys can
reluctantly
handle it on
following.
your own. What do you mean, where and Gwen, the ultimate team?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I do have an emergency card to play just in case.
Yeah, see? Waren probably has an ace up his sleeve as well.
Yeah, it's right.
Everybody has an ace up their sleeve. We just haven't got to that arc yet.
As you guys feel the air grow colder as you step through the heavy doors of the state, a stale yet faintly floral scent lingers in the vast entry halls. Dust motes dance in the dim light, flickering through the tall, cracked windows. The interior is unsetting, a mixture of grandeur and decay, with every detail of a whisper once prosperous home now fallen to neglect. As you arrive towards the grand foyer, the architect of the high vaulted ceiling supporting a carved wooden beams throughout many of the dark and rotten within. Grand chandeliers hang precariously overhead, its crystals dulled by time, as one of its arms is missing, leaving it broken, shattered, scattered across the floor, as it would slice a human head with a quick second. As you see before you, furniture long forgotten, a lounge, armchairs roaming, upholstery shredded to the frames of warped, a coat rack to the entrance still holds a faded moth-eaten cloak. As you notice, you can roll me a survival check. DC of 15.
dang.
Okay, give me a second. I'm pulling up my sheet.
Paragon, you notice the floors of a thick layer of dust disturbed, revealing boot prints leading further inside the estate. One of the tracks is noticeably a larger, hinting to someone much larger and heavier among its intruders.
Guys, I think that there was some larger, people, or, I don't know, enemies, or some something bigger.
It's probably the gushes. That's why they're them.
Oh, sounds interesting. As she snips a little.
Should be careful if we continue to move forward, which I assume we will.
Yeah, Gwen would keep going.
Alright, you guys can roll investigation to see what treasures you can find. The DC is a 15.
Yeah.
So I get an additional +3 as well, but I can't seem to toggle that. But
For what, investigation?
yeah, because it is searching the ruins of Drakkenheim. Oh well, it's not going to make any difference anyways.
Natural 20, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Alright, Gwen and Paragon. Alright, anybody 15, roll me a D100 to see what treasures you can find.
Let's go. What did I find, baby?
As Gwen, you find some tarnished brass candlesticks.
She just like looks at him. Okay.
They are worthless.
Oh,
What? No.
I toss them to Shell. I don't know what these are, but they kind of look fancy.
It's Haragon. You come across a bottle of perfume. A liquid long evaporated, but the glass container is beautifully etched, as you can sell it for 20 gold pieces.
oh. Hell yeah.
We're slowly getting there.
As our last individual, Warren, you find a small box containing assortments of antique buttons. As well, and deep inside, you see a single ruby inside one of the buttons with 50 gold pieces.
Red, does the ruby look kind of similar to the ornament I found earlier that I gave to Stripes?
No, completely different. Different estate, different. But
No,
you
no,
can
no.
tell.
Yeah, but like the iris of the color. Because didn't you say
No,
I
my
found
the other one was jade.
Oh,
Jade.
Jade. Okay,
Ooh,
never mind.
Yeah, this ruby is a dark color. It is like a real natural ruby, not a fake one.
Okay, I'm like, huh, this looks interesting. And I pick up the ruby. Well, looks like we found something. Maybe this is worth something here. He pockets it. Maybe we can give it to Zola.
I also found this nice little bottle of perfume, so it might sell for something. But a small price at the shops and whatnot.
I mean, we get anything what we get, because honestly, we didn't find shit the
Yeah.
first time we came.
We should probably head back now, right?
Is that all that we just?
That's just the
were
grand
exploring?
foyer. You're in an estate. You have
Yeah.
a dining hall. You have much more to explore. This is
We
fun.
got, we got
I know,
some
I know
time.
you want
How
to
long has
leave.
it been?
We got some
Hey.
time,
To get
Paragon.
to this location, an hour has passed, so it's about it's getting close to the 5.
It is getting a little dark, so thank you, Aragon, for the little time check. Appreciate that.
Sun's getting a little low, buddy.
You guys still can have time here and wait and spend.
Yeah, we should keep going. Maybe go look in the kitchen area.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm following you, Strikes.
We got like one item, like out of every single time. We're just like, now
Yeah.
we're gonna
Okay,
be
let's go.
for the
Bye.
biscuit. We're just gonna be like, yup, here comes the
Exactly, we're
teamwork.
in the state now, and you're like, oh, let's go, let's go.
It's a strong.
It's a risk
Make-
reward campaign, you know. You
make
gotta go all in, or you don't go all in.
Bro, that's
This is it, boys.
let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, so we head towards the dining hall. A massive oak dining table dominating the space. Its surface is marred by scratches and mysterious burns. Broken chairs are haphazardly pushed away as it's abandoned in haste. You see a silver candelabra sits in the center of a tarnished but intact. One of the candles have been recently burned, but the wax still is warm to the touch. Plates of the cutlery are strewn about similar coats, coated in remnants of moldy food, and shattered wine decanters lie on the floor, its contents long evaporated by a faint red stain of persistence of a stone tile beneath it. As you can all roll perception check, highest one will get the clue.
I think we know who's gonna get it.
For a DC of 10, you get the details of what's around the room for the time being. As Haragon is the winner here. As you see a clue, you see a discarded satchel lies beneath the table.
He'll sort of bend down and pick up the satchel. Guys, I found this sitting under the table. And he'll sort of open it up.
You see containing a mundane tool of a hammer, nails, and a rope. There's also a small bloodstained rag tucked inside.
I think, well, let's see. There's, and I'll sort of go through it one by one. We've got a hammer, I guess. We've got some nails. We've um um, and he sort of like pulls it out, holding it just pinched between the edge of his pointer finger and thumb, and the rest of his fingers are very flared out. It's like
Hey,
an old, crusty, blood-stained cloth, I think.
hey, Red, can I take a like a look at that cloth and see how long it's been there, or if it's fresh or fairly new, or what can I
You
just
can roll me a medicine check.
Okay.
You don't have no idea.
Okay. No idea. Looks gross.
I imagine it was hidden for a reason, which likely means that. And then Herringham will kind of look at the hammer and the nails. What in the hell's?
Maybe someone was just building something and stubbed their thumb and had to use that.
Do any of the
Mixed up
nails
that-
have blood on them?
They do not.
But does the hammer, though?
The hammer has some staining of rust and other colorations unknown to what it may be.
I don't think that's what happened.
Looks like carpenter's set though.
And Herringham will sort of walk away from the table for a sec, kind of grossed out.
Well, it does appear somebody was here recently. The candle's still warm, as Gwen puts her hand around it. I think in this moment, even though it's a bad idea, Gwen would just shout really loud, "Hello? Is anyone here?"
The creaking of the building just shudders.
I can't tell.
Like, did that seem like it shuddered after he asked, or just
No,
convenient
it's
to
just
the
because of it's so hollowed and emptied. It's just you feel like the wind is creaking across the walls, almost like it's alive, but obviously it's just a
wind? Like,
big
we gotta
house.
get out of here. I think it's another freaking mimic.
It's a mimic. Ah! It's fucking whatchamacallit?
It's Monster House.
Death House.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's why I was like that. I'm like, okay, so
You can roll investigation to see if you can find any loot here if you'd like to get some money's worth out of this place. A DC 15.
I think, like, while they're investigating too, and Gwen shouted out, she'd be like, "No answer. Let me try something else." And she'll, like, throw herself on the floor and, like, lift her arm. "Oh no, a helpless maiden here by herself. It would be a shame if someone popped out now."
So you do that. One of the panels of the floorboards breaks as your hand falls through.
Ah.
As you see a bunch of red eyes looking at you as they skirt you away.
Oh, yeah. Rats?
What happened?
I think there's rats.
Oh.
I don't know what they are.
You encounter a ratata.
Reds.
As Herringham's kind of looking
Sorry,
around.
guys, but
he'll,
if you guys encounter rats,
I'm out. Fuck this shit.
Herringham will sort of trip over Gwen, not really noticing she was there. Oh, Gwen, what are you doing on the floor?
Oh, I'm a poor, defenseless, helpless maiden, you know. It seems to always work that I feel if someone were really here, they would come for me, but I guess not.
I'll be nice.
Maybe we are alone here.
Wearing stripes, roll me a D100. Let's just see what you find here. I said you guys all suck. You see a set of polished plates inlaid with silver design, as there's a set of 4 of them, as they weigh as they're worth 8 gold pieces each. That's all you find. Sorry, Ryan. I was gonna say stripes, but yeah, whatever. Good enough.
Okay.
So I'm guessing Stripes has a rat in his mouth. Is that talking?
Rats.
Beside that, you see another room before that. You see a study room. As there's a second level to this building.
Gwen would get up and dust her dress off and be like, huh, onward. And just keep walking through.
As a place of knowledge, the floor to the ceiling of a bookshelf dominates the wall, and many of the shelves are bared. The books are scattered across the room. Some of the spines have been torn out, and others have been opened to random pages. You can roll a perception check in this room. The DC is a 10 for just looking at details. For a higher check, is a 15 or higher.
Not sure why it keeps double rolling, but
Just,
16.
it's probably lag. As the desk is clouded with quills, dry ink, and brittle paper, among its journal with cryptic entries mentioning, I will write this in.
So Stripes got a 20. I don't. The additional 3 was for double proficiency bonus.
As a faint impression of a handprint visible on the desk surface, although someone has rested their hand here recently, the size of a handprint is unusually small. As one of the drawers of the desk hang open, revealing a locked box. The lockbox has been smashed and the box is empty. As for those that had a 15 or higher, the signs of recent activity. A single chair has been pulled out. Its seat is warm to the touch, suggesting someone that was sitting here not long ago.
Looks like someone was here though still. Like Gwen, not putting her hand on it, she just like slaps her face against the chair. Still warm.
Hmm. I mean, whoever's here is probably still here, so, you know, be aware of the situation.
Maybe they just had to leave because of the calamity.
Something inside here. I'm just gonna think the enemy of my enemy is not my friend. And there's something inside here that both scare the shit out of them and
Yes, we've been seeing kind of human, or at least a person, it would seem, clues. But didn't you mention outside there were claw marks?
Yep.
Perhaps the haze and contamination.
True, or they heard something and they were treasure hunting like the rest and had to get out quick.
I remember something. When we were in the tavern in Emberwood. Something about the residents of Drakkenheim becoming monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. And you said we see there's like a staircase in this area, right? That leads upstairs.
Yeah, it leads upstairs. You guys can roll investigation if you like in this area. DC is a 15.
I think Gwen would be kind of like looking up the stairs then.
Oh, it's a way. It's back from the kitchen to the foyer is upstairs.
Okay.
As Haragon, you begin to you can roll a d100 to find what you find.
You find a lich.
Oh God.
You find a small locked wooden
Of
chest.
electric.
Does anybody have experience picking locks or breaking chests?
I do have some carpenter's tools, so I can take a look at it. And tanker's tools. I do have some stuff that can. It'll take a little time, though. Maybe we can just hold it for now. Open it up later.
I could try right now if you want, but
Oh.
I'm not the greatest at it.
Here. And then Paragon's gonna give you guidance. You can add a D4. You might as well. Give it a go.
So that would be a 16.
Alright, you pop it open and it contains 25 gold pieces.
There you go.
Why don't we go half? You can take
Nah.
13 and I'll take 12.
Go ahead.
It's the least. No, it's the least I could do. You.
It's the
helped open
party's money, man. Isn't it? Like, the whole concept is to band together to help each other. Go ahead.
You can put
Okay.
that towards the funds for
Exactly, yeah, shelled.
And then we can
Go
shell
fund
him
me.
right after.
Well, that's pretty much what
Go
I'm thinking.
fund me,
yeah.
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 That's good.
I mean,
Go fund me for
let's-
shells contamination.
do we want to go over our funds quickly and figure out how much more we need for Shell?
We can just get as much as we can now and worry about that when the time comes.
True. That's actually probably a really good idea.
As you mentioned that, he quickly takes out the ruby that he held in his pocket and places it in Haragon's hands. This should put a quite nice penny price for the funds.
Everybody, we pool our stuff together. We don't have to give everything to one guy.
Money. More money.
Give me all the money.
Albeit I was never really good with handling money. Anyway, where is Gwen? Gwen, where are you?
You hear
Oh.
creaking steps moving upwards as you hear people moving towards the next level.
I
Gwen,
follow.
is that you?
I'd look at Shell and just be like, shh.
Gwen?
Yeah, I'll try to stay quiet.
He's gonna.
Harangon will sort of point his finger upwards, and he'll motion to be quiet, and then he'll cast message towards Gwen. Is there something up there?
As you begin to talk loudly, as I'd like the first two of them, Gwen and Shell, to roll a perception check.
Oh Lord.
As Gwen, you hear creaking and moving from one of the rooms upstairs. Something's here.
Aw, yeah.
And I can communicate back to your message, right?
Yes,
Here.
it has to be within like 20 words, though, I think.
25.
Okay.
Well, that'd
25.
be sending messages really just within range.
I hear somebody, I think, upstairs.
And Harangon will sort of whisper to the rest of the group. Gwen just said she thinks she heard some people upstairs.
Are we ready to fight?
I think we slowly make our way up there to back them up. Silently, too, if possible.
As before you, what you see a ballroom that you're currently in. You also see a master bedroom. Many of the other parts of this estate is long gone. You hear the noises coming from the master bedroom. There's something moving in the room.
I'd look back to Shell and just like do the fingers forward, like pointing at the room.
I'd nod, just right behind Gwen.
I know I'm horrible at this, but I'll try to sneak up to that door.
Alright, still check.
Oh no.
Gwen's probably just dragging her scissors unaware. It's like
You hear the noises of something kind of breathing, as it doesn't sound human. It sounds
Oh, God.
very ghoul-like as it begins to move and break things. As it begins to start attacking the door as it's locked. As someone has locked himself in here for a reason.
Yeah. 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 It's time to go, boys and
And
girls.
with that,
Yeah.
peace and love, let's close the curtains and wrap the show.
Yeah.
As you guys all hear the heavy bang as you're getting to the foyer and going up the stairs, you're like, what the fuck was that?
Gwen, Shell. What is that?
Okay.
Party.
Harangon's gonna, cast message again. Everything okay?
yeah, I think so. It sounds like something in their door's locked, though.
Harangon's gonna
Happening
relay
up
that to
there.
their... Oh god.
We
It
should.
sounds like whatever's up there is locked in. Gwen
We
said
should
it's
go,
locked
yeah?
into a room. Yeah, I don't really wanna... I really don't wanna be here for if that thing gets out.
And you're saying
Are there
this
any
together,
bookshelves or heavy
message, right?
furniture near
This
the
is
door?
outside of the message. This is
Okay.
It's locked in. It locked itself in. And you can see there's a key in chains locked himself in there.
Yeah,
Could
no,
I
I'm talking in
just
regards to like
try-
barricading the door. Like,
Could
we
I
could
try to
always
like roll
barricade that
survival
door.
to figure out what it is?
And from the noises and the screeches, you can tell that it was probably once a man.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action right now to do Divine Sense. Is there any other undead next to us other than
It's
him?
not considered undead.
Oh god,
It's a
oh.
mutation.
Oh god, no. Okay, baby.
that would be
baby.
even more scary, like not sensing anything when you hear
Yeah.
that.
It's basically fiends, undead, or celestial that I can
This,
detect. up
yeah,
to 60 feet.
mutations don't coexist in this game.
Oh, so I just
Oh.
you hear him like give like a pulse up to 60 feet. You see his eyes like widen and his shield crest like bright, but he senses that he does not sense anything. It's just he's
Whatever's
not
locked
undead.
in there is locked in there for a reason. It's unable to get out, but over attempting the creature to get to you by like bashing your shield or calling it out, it may break the doors eventually.
Whatever
If
it
only
is,
I
he's
had
not undead.
silence. If only I had silence ready today.
In
Well,
the meantime,
suppose.
you can look at the other areas or leave the estate. Or you can
Ooh.
open the door and face whatever's behind that thing.
I kind of want to barricade that, or try to see around the area if there's anything that we could do to barricade that door. For now,
You can try, but remember, everything is weak and broken. So if you remember, Gwen had fallen and broke one of the floorboards.
It's pretty dilapidated.
Listen, Shell, Gwen, whatever is up there will get out eventually. This place is falling apart. Gwen, Shell,
I'm gonna cover his mouth.
Yeah,
You're
Shut-
not,
you're
you're not
screaming.
there. You're up there with them.
Oh, I
He's
am,
down
yeah,
at the
okay.
foyer, so he's giving an echo with Harrigon.
Oh my god, man!
As it
I
keeps
think
slamming
Gwen
into the door. As you,
Yeah, Gwen hearing all that shouting, she just opens her scissors and she's gonna hold an action if it breaks out.
So up to you if you wanna, just go in. And then he gives the little scissors icon like. Shh, shh.
Snip, snip.
This is your choice, after all. I'm here to protect you.
He finally
Well,
stopped.
it
He
doesn't
finally
help when
stopped shot.
everyone's screaming.
As you see the door, it looks like there's someone had carved something on the door. This is "Do not open."
Oh God.
Do not open,
Oh,
dead
God.
inside.
I would look to Stripe then, and since he kind of had that same thinking, I would be like, "Can you please go shut him up? We'll guard it just in case it comes out."
I don't
What?
think I'm gonna do much. He hates my guts more than everybody else.
You guys are playing Walking Dead, basically. Do we open it?
I'm looking
Avoid
over
it
at
as much
Aragon.
as possible.
Now I'm talking in like my regular speaking voice. What the fuck are you still doing up there?
I'm
There's,
gonna go upstairs.
from what I understand, there's
All I hear
something
is
tuned
Carl.
up in a room.
Carl, run!
There's
Okay,
something
good.
tuned up in a room, but with those loud noises, perhaps the shouting's aggravating it.
I could go to the stairs, and I'm gonna see if I could see Warren and Dinner there.
See them there.
Yeah, you'd see us probably like.
I'm
having
gonna
this
kind of
conversation.
give the
You were like
zipper in the
arguing,
mouth concept and the slit your throat.
and then I return with
Concept
a
like that.
I return with a fucking like like the little crazy stick. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
And then
Get out of here.
after I give him the mouth and the zipper and the freak cutthroat, I'm just gonna walk back up to Gwen and Shell. I guess shall we keep looking?
Harangon's not even gonna speak or cast message. He's just gonna turn to Warren and he's just gonna mouth. He doesn't even say it, but he's gonna mouth. We're so fucked.
he's gonna just nod and just he's gonna start like he's gonna start walking up the stairs now.
Sure.
Yeah, like head sunk down. Harangon's gonna follow.
I'm down, just like, oh, I'm gonna fucking die.
We don't die, y'all.
As by the noise reduction, the creature still hammers the door, but not as aggressive like it wants out. It's not just trying to claw across the door. The door still stands as it is a double door, so it has double hinges on it. But the more noise you make, the good chance that door might actually spring forward.
Yeah, I'm gonna go stealth mode then and start kind of just being really quiet. With
Yeah,
the
I'll look
walking.
at Stripe. Just try and make it quick, and I'll keep guard of the door just in case.
Remember, you saw a big footprint and a small hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
I got
no.
Oh, there's a kid around.
Oh, I'm thinking it's just someone mutated.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a T-Rex style mutation. Like big feet,
I'm
little.
going to start exploring.
Right, you avoid the master bedroom as you begin to explore to the ballroom. The ballroom's layout is a master room once hosted lavishly parties, but now the marble floor is cracked and elegant drapes have once adorned the windows are nothing but shreds. As you can roll a perception check. As although the bedrooms you see around the vicinity are destroyed and not searchable, even the bathtub is long gone and destroyed, nothing of remnants in the rest of the rooms. The only rooms that conveys the ballroom and the master bedroom left. As you, with the 15 or higher, the grand patio in the corner is covered by dust, the lid raised by a single key that has been recently pressed, leaving a clear mark of dust. A broken chandelier lies in the center of the room. Its crystals shattered like stars. In one of the corners, the pile of rags and blankets suggests someone may have been sleeping here. As you can, with the 15 or high, beneath the makeshift bed is a small, half-burnt candle. An empty bottle of wine. The wine is labeled with the name of the vineyard that has been long destroyed during the calamity that has fallen Drakkenheim's fall.
I'm gonna kind of go and investigate the piano.
If you wish to investigate the room, you're welcome to all roll investigation. See if there's any loot. Anybody else want to roll? Or just
I'm
Yeah, give
still
me a sec.
guarding the door. I don't
Okay.
know if I would.
Yeah, and I think Harangon and Warren were like slowly making our way up the steps
Yeah.
quietly.
You're welcome to roll
not
it as
there.
well for you guys.
Okay.
You're there as well eventually. The foyer,
Okay.
the ballroom itself is up there.
Okay. Well,
The
I
only
got
person
three,
that
so
won't
it
be able
doesn't
to is Gwen and Shell. I'm assuming they're both paying attention to the door.
Yeah, because I'm with.
All right,
I'm
roll
with
me a
her.
D100. Haragon.
Let's go. Oh, let's not go.
As you find a pair of broken crystal goblets, as they're worth a little bit of money, but not very much.
Okay.
We can use them with my worthless brass golden, brass candlestick. Make a little table setting.
There actually is a chance you can get something really good. But
We can make
it's
dinner
obviously
with
cheap.
dinner.
Mm-hmm.
As besides that, no, that's it. You can obviously look around the vicinity of whatever's scattered around. You could all roll a perception check, and people who are paying attention to the door can roll as well, but disadvantage.
Okie dokie. Switch it to disadvantage. Perception.
Nine.
Question. Would I maybe, like, since Shell can't detect anything with his, like, divinity, since I'm a haze rager, would I be able to, like, do anything to maybe detect, like, the delirium or haze from in there? Like, if it's mutated?
You can't, sadly.
Okay, no worries.
You would be able to see it, obviously, but from the noise and perspective of it and
Mhm.
what you've encountered prior, anything's
Yeah,
possible.
I wasn't sure if maybe, like, the mutated things or these things from the haze, like, gave off, like, the aura, like how the meteor did.
Alright. As you begin to look around the vicinity, you see, for those that have rolled a 10 or higher, you see scattered items here and there. Signs of boots are cleared and drawers have been opened and cabinets have been ransacked and valuables either taken or disarrayed. As you see notes and scribbles, several rooms have scraped paper and tucked away, barely hastening and writing these messages. There's something behind the study wall. Find it before they do. The lower levels are unsafe. Do not go alone. They are known. They know we're here. Leave now. As you see some evidence of some scrap paper and written prior, unknown to if it's recent or from years ago. You also find, for those that rolled a higher check, 15 or higher, you do. One of you guys, I'll allow Warren to get it this time. As Warren, you see a letter. As it says, "Dear Anya."
Wait. I'm good. What is this?
So it looks like it's been written. It's been opened already. As you can see, there is what looks like a blood mark of a handprint on it.
God. Dear God. Philip covers his mouth in fright. Starts reading the letter.
As I write this, the candle flame flickers low, just as my strength wanes. I cannot longer run from the shadows of my past. I fear I will not see you again. My heart aches, not for life I leave behind, but for the time we lost, the time that was stolen by my own foolish pride. You were so small the last time I held you, barely old enough to say my name. I remember your laughter and the sound of the brighter than the sun piercing through even the darkest days. You were my light and my reason, but I was blind to most important truths. No treasure, no title, no victory could ever be worth more than the moments I could have spent with you. The choices I made, they were wrong. I sought wealth and glory, thinking it would bring you security. thinking it would make me a man you could be proud of. But chasing those dreams, I lost the sight of what truly matters. And now here, in an empty hole, I am left with the weights of my regrets, and the silence of my own making. I have nothing to leave you but this letter, and a name tarnished by my failings. But know this, Anya, my love for you was never diminished, even when I was far away from you. You deserved a father who was present, who would have danced with you in the ballrooms instead of wandering the wilds in search of menacing trinkets. If you find this, I pray it brings you closure, though I know it cannot mend the wounds I've caused. Live boldly, my dear one, but do not repeat my mistakes. Seek love, joy, and kind treasures that cannot be measured in gold. I hope the gods grant me one last kindness, that this letter reaches your hands and my words touch your heart. Forgive me, Anya, if you can. If you cannot, I know that I'll carry the sorrows of that truth within to the next life. Always, forever, your father.
And I think as I guess I was like probably like reading that out loud. I kind of stop midway when you say your father, as I kind of hear like the scratching sounds and the low murmurs downstairs, and I look at Aragon and say, "God, Aragon."
Yeah?
I think I know who the monster is, Daniel.
Oh. And who's that?
And he kind of like closes his eyes and puts his hand over his mouth for a second, thinking of his own father at that moment in time. And he puts the letter down. Never mind. Let's just you should honestly just really get out of here soon.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You're not hungry, are you? I'll look over at him because he's reading a journal.
No.
Okay.
You could tell he normally he has like a snarky like comeback with Stripes, but you can tell he's just dejected from it all after reading the letter. It's just fine what we came here to get.
You know, there might be some good stuff inside that last room. What do you think? I don't plan on coming back here.
And I guess as you said that, he kind of nods, but instead of walking towards the direction of the other room, he starts walking back out. I'll be outside.
I'll look over at Gwen and Shell. What do you guys think? Should we take it or just leave?
For what's in this room, you mean?
I nod.
I mean, I'm neither here nor there. I'm confident enough in my skill and my partner behind me, but we did see kind of what happened to one of Shell's arms.
Yeah, and it's more enclosed. If we were to bring it outside, I think it'd be a little easier. But do you think this would be a juggernaut too? Do you think one of those things would just destroy the whole building?
Do we see any, like, windows up on the second floor?
Yeah, you do. But they're
Okay.
like most of the rooms have been they're like been cleaned out, or there's no floor left.
Yeah, I was just curious if, like, possibly we let it out, we could always, like, shove it out a window if we want more space.
It's up to you if you want to let whatever this is out. The noises eventually subside as you don't hear this clawing of the door anymore.
Shell?
I'm here to protect. If you wish to fight, I am here to make sure nothing fucked up happens.
And you think there could be more treasure in here, right, Stripe?
Sure, it must be guarding something, maybe. Either that or else he just locked himself in an empty room.
And did Warren or Herringon find anything in that room?
I seemed pretty depressed and took off.
Well, who wouldn't be?
Well, she'll
I'll
take like
look
a big
over at
breath.
Warren. What do you think? Might as well make it a group decision.
Well, if we are going to face this thing, maybe let's position ourselves in a way just in case if you guys need to get out of Dodge.
Well, what about making it so that way everybody's outside and then try to draw it outside? At least this way we have a bigger area to fight in, and we're not so constrained if it blows up at the end of it. Unless we think this might be a little out of our strength and expertise, then we could just take off. Maybe come once we have more knowledge of what's going on.
I mean, Gwen is a little crazy.
I'm curious about what's on the other side, but I'm not going to put
Let's do
everybody
it.
else in danger.
Yeah,
Let's
Gwen's
do it.
just going to
Out of
immediately
character?
shout.
Would love.
Gwen's going to just immediately start shouting. All right, whatever's in there, come and get me. Come on out.
As it rushes and smashes into the organ.
I'm going to go and position myself at the stairs going down.
When it smashes, right? Do I hear it or no?
You hear the door smashing again as you feel bad for whoever's in there.
Oh fuck!
Hey, I mean, maybe this will tire him out before he comes out, too.
I run back inside.
Gwen's just
Are
egging
you
it on.
insane?
Herringon's like halfway down the stairs when this starts happening, and he turns around. What's coming? Why are we?
There's a nice tasty Herringon out here if you make it.
As it begins to break through, you watch kind of purple haze begin to spill out.
Oh god.
Oh crap.
Since I'm holding an action, you said it just broke out, right?
It's spewing purple haze out.
I
you
see.
watch its
Okay.
hands begin to
Oh,
run
it's
through
like
the door.
being through the door. Oh god.
So you see a hand
Alright.
pluck out. As it's
Snip.
not fully broken off. You attack it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and cut off its hand.
Okay. Make me an attack roll. As you snip
He's
it.
so crazy. I love it.
Nope, he's trying to roll the damage. No? Oh, there we go.
Take 10 slashing, cutting off its hand as it relinquishes the black blood, begins to spew purple and contaminated black blood.
I would hop back a little bit.
Oh God.
It eventually breaks through. You do see it as a creature that you have fought before prior at the beginning of the campaign. As you see, let me see if I can show you a picture. But you see it coming out as it begins to charge. You can fire at will if you desire.
Yeah, because it's got some damage taken. Once it comes into sight, I will do.
Is it like in melee distance or is it?
Range.
Got it. I'm not gonna risk my shield. Is it okay if I'm
Right.
able to pump out a spell?
Do whatever you need to do. Do it now.
Yeah, bonus action shield of faith.
I'm gonna do a Toll of the Dead. But it's.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
That's what
And I'm running up the step.
I would use my other bonus action then to rage.
Okay. So you told the dead roll me the damage? As you watch the body stop, as it looks towards you, you can almost see a human smile as it drops dead.
Oh, yay.
Well, we did it a favor.
Exactly.
As he rushes up the steps, he walks to the door and sees the.
You can see the door in the room is heavily contaminated by the haze. It's spilling out slowly.
I
covers his
think
mouth.
we should probably get out of here.
As
We
we're
should go
ending our
now.
session here. Continue onwards next week.
As the doors close,
No,
slowly
they're
closing.
exposed now.
No, it broke through it, yeah. That's why I raged too, because I was like, I'm gonna try and.
We
Yeah,
immediately went to pull out all our stops and then just
Yep.
like smile
Yeah,
dead. Just
yeah,
like,
they're
well,
not very... Well, she did a lot of damage to it. She fucking
Yeah.
put half its hit points out.
Like, okay, well, let's see if this finally works. And